Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Nicole and this is Letting It Be So. I'm here today with, well, I was going to say unboxing, but it's not in a box. So I feel like unbagging sounds weird, like I'm like unpacking my suitcase or something. But I'm here to share, maybe share, we will just use share for now. Just to be clear, I paid for this with my own money. I'm not sponsored or anything. But as you probably know from listening to me talk on various videos about where I buy my fabric, one of the places that I get a lot of my fabric from is Lamazi Fabrics. Like much the same as with like having favorite like ready to wear clothing shops, I feel like favorite fabric shops, I think obviously anyone who's setting up a fabric shop is obviously going to try and appeal to as many people as possible with the fabrics that they're picking to sell. And obviously, there's a lot of, brands of fabric that, different, fabric shops will sell. So you sometimes see like the same things in different places. But I think however hard you try, I think it must be, I think it's only natural that there's a little bit of a personal stamp on what someone who's running a fabric business chooses to stock. And I think that probably then helps people find their favorites because, and that's not to say that you don't like a business, but like there's always going to be something that you like vibe with more just because it appeals more to your aesthetic and your preferences, and more frequently than another shop. And that I feel like, more often than not when they share new fabrics, they're ones that I really like. So there's obviously also a lot of subscription boxes out there, which gives another thing I understand. I think it's a great thing for people as fabric businesses to be able to have something that's like a regular income. And not to say that it doesn't also seem like an awful lot of work to manage, but I can see why people, it's become such a popular thing. And yeah, a bunch of different places do it. Some obviously have been doing it for a lot longer than others. And so I was really excited when Lamazi announced that they were going to start doing their own kind of subscription, surprise, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, there's different variations of the model. But yeah, so their one is called the Lamazi Makers Club. And they have like a couple of different options. So you can get an option which is sort of just fabric, or another option that is the fabric and a pattern. And I think you even get a bit of like flexibility on color choices in some aspects. But yeah, I was really excited to see that they were doing something along these lines. And so I decided to place an order for one. So I went for the Inspire option, which is just a fabric plus also some little extras, and it arrived in the post, so I'm going to share it with you now. So it comes, so I've taken it out of the it's like packaging, out of packaging, the paper parcel. So it comes in a tote bag, so it's a cute little tote bag with the Lamazi logo on. It's a really nice size actually. I think some of the tote bags you get when they're like, barely bigger than like an A4, they always feel like not big enough. So yeah, I'm quite pleased to have a tote bag that's this size. So yeah, we can have a look and see what's inside. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, excuse the rustling. What is this? Oh, this is how to look after my fabric. And then I've got, so yeah, the Lamazi Makers Club. So yeah, the Lamazi Makers Club is a monthly sewing kit, a luxury option, or a fabric inspire option, along with the matching haberdashery, a luxury sewing tool, online tutorials, sew-alongs and other treats from our local brands, packed beautifully in a reusable cotton tote bag with no requirement for a rolling subscription. I think that's great. Like, obviously, life is life, and sometimes you might want the option of having something like this, but having it specifically every month, like committed, can be a bit difficult, because obviously if you need to cancel often you have to do it by a certain amount of time, and you know, if you suddenly need, you know, if you need the money for something else, you might not necessarily know, you know, in advance. So, you know, it can be difficult. So I think this is a great option that you can just buy it each month and you don't have to have like a rolling subscription that you're committed to. So we've got the March, this is the March one, by the way. So this is the very first one they've done. Let's hear what they say about what's in the bag. So in the March Inspire bag, you will find one of our popular exclusive prints, Painted Foliage, in its original vibrant colourway. Designed by Rachel Parker, this print is inspired by the idea of a rainbow canopy of leaves with the effect of dappled sunlight passing through, capturing summer in a fabric. We have fallen for the vibrant version of this pretty print, which will be a perfect addition to your spring-summer wardrobe. I've just filmed a video about what I want to say for spring-summer, so I'm very much here for spring-summer vibes. So this fabric is a viscose. You do get 2 length options with the Inspire bag. So there was a 2-meter option, which is what I picked. And I think there was also the option for a bit more. I can't remember that it might have been 3.5. Yeah, I'm not sure now, but there was definitely 2 different length options for the bag. And yeah, so I've got a viscose. I've also got some matching thread, which I think, oh, there's a paper bag, and got a little paper bag with Lamazi on it, and got some thread. So I'll show you the thread first before I show you the fabric. So this is the thread. It's like a candy floss pink colour. And then, oh, I've got some tea bags from Bird and Blend, which I know is local to where Lamazi is at. So I've got Earl Grey Creme, ooh, and a live one, which is Great British Cuppa, and Rosy Girl, which it goes with the thread. I know that was intentional. So yeah, some tea. I'm going to put that in I have a little collection of tea bags that I take with me when I go to the office, so that I can have different fun teas while I'm at the office. And that's going to go in my little box for that. And then there is a sewing tool, which is a generates sewing tool, which is amazing. And it is a seam guide. So this is it. So it's got all different seam allowances marked on it. I think I'm going to have a look a bit more for like Jen's tools are always really clever. So I think there is a tutorial linked. There's a QR code here. So I think there's a tutorial. There's also a little guide there. But yeah, I think there's a tutorial linked through the QR code of how to use a sewing tool. But that is very great, really pretty. And shall we look at the fabric? So this is the fabric. Look at that. Look at that. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. This is a really nice quality viscose. I think it's got a nice soft feel to it. It feels like it's got a bit of a sheen to it, but I don't think it is actually like shiny. But yeah, look how pretty. Oh, it's going to make such an amazing. There's 2 meters here, so probably going to be a top of some kind. I don't know what off the top of my head. I've got a whole bunch of blouses that I want to make. Obviously, so April blouse is a challenge that's upcoming, so this could be a good thing to sew up for that. But yeah, it is really lovely, and yeah, really good quality viscose. So yeah, I'm super happy with that. And yeah, I really need to have, I think the QR code does have some inspiration ideas, so suggestions for what you can make with the fabric. So I'm going to have a look at that as well in my own time. But yeah, I have got 1,000,001 blouse patterns that I mean, this could be, imagine this being like a flare or a Nell or something like that. Something really floaty and pretty, with some ruffles maybe. That would be nice. Yeah, it's a really lovely fabric. So yeah, that is the first Lamazi Makers Club Inspire bag that I have purchased. I am, yeah, very happy. I think the Inspire bag cost was £35, and then obviously postage was on top of that. And I think given what you get, you know, I'm not sure what I think, you know, given what I know, Lamazi's own printed viscoses cost 2 meters of that, plus the additional items that you get. Like, I think that's a fair price for the bag. I think you're getting pretty good value for your £35. And I would definitely pick up another one. I think they have just listed the April ones on the website, but I haven't had a chance to have a look. And I wanted to, you know, I did want to see the first one before I thought about whether I wanted to go in for April's. But yeah, I think I'm going to hop on there shortly and see what. I think it's good that they give you, that they did tell you that it was going to be viscose. So you get like a little bit of a hint. It's not like a complete, you know, some of the subscription boxes, like I have recently subscribed to Fabric Godmother's one, that you don't get any kind of heads up as to what it's going to be. It's completely a surprise. So I feel like it's nice having different, you know, different companies with their subscription or mystery items, having different options, you know, to help people decide. And I think there's something, you know, there's something for everyone, right? So yeah, if you're looking for, you know, getting a sewing fabric treat in the post, that's a bit of a surprise, but that you also know like a little something about, I think that's a good option. If you don't want to be completely surprised, because it then obviously gives you the option of, you know, if you're not into that, you know, say it was, you know, this is obviously telling you it was viscose, say it had been like a jersey one and you're not a fan of sewing with jersey ones, you could just opt not to get that month's one. So yeah, I think it's great that they tell you just enough to help you make a decision, but without, you know, ruining the surprise. I think that's good. All right, I think that's all I have to say about this. I hope that it was interesting and useful. Like I say, I'm not sponsored, just a fan. Like I say, they're a fabric shop that I buy things from regularly, and you know, I've always been really pleased with the service that I have had and the fabrics that I've had from them. So yeah, this is my little way of, you know, giving back and you know, sharing and supporting their new venture in a small way on my channel. But yeah, I would be keen to hear if anyone else went for the bag. I think they might be doing a reveal maybe this weekend. I'm not sure, but I think they will be revealing what's in there. So I'd be keen to see what pattern they provided with the luxury option. I'm assuming it may be one of the ones that they put in the QR code inspiration blog, but yeah, we can see what they suggested. Maybe they've got some actually made up. That would be interesting to see. But yeah, if anyone else picked up this month's Lamazi Makers Club, I would love to know in the comments what you thought, what you're planning on making with your fabric. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Bye.